Put your right in.
Put your what?
Right in. I see something in the background.
Oh, yes. You remember how I started off an episode, like sitting in place and reciting a whole list of things I did?
Oh.
We might want to get on the move as I go.
That's fair. Yeah. That is.
Thank you for joining us, fellow Guardians. This is Sam and Will from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is NieR. Excuse me a moment while I shift the mic to omnidirectional, because I've got a boy in a weird spot here, and as mentioned, I've got a big old list of things I gotta rattle off here. So, these are the quests I'm currently doing. I'm in Facade because of this one. Man requires fluorite from the Barren Temple. I just did a crap ton of quests off screen, and it's better we just get on the move as I go. One thing I found is that if you go into the palace and talk to the advisor, he activates these sandwells for you. However, you do have to go out and prime each one individually, which is a pain, but now I can warp across the desert. So, we're gonna go right to the Barren Temple itself. Very nice, very lovely stuff. Also, if you talk to one of the gate guards, they give you a royal compass, which allows you to bypass the sandstorm at will. Very lovely stuff. I was afraid we were gonna have to, like, go find Fira and bug her and say, hey, I'm doing this shitty little side quest, can you maybe lend a hand? You're an NPC, you've got nothing better to do. Anyhow, so, as to what I did in the interim here. On Fragile Delivery 3, Vice asked Kaine, do you want to take this job, Kaine? And she was like, hell no, which is like, right? But then he said, humph, H words are only good for breaking things anyway. And she was like, how about I start with you? Seriously, Wisey, watch your language. The quest itself was not super bad, actually. I almost immediately lost on the crossroads when a mini shade materialized in front of me, but turned out to be a non-issue. There are spiders. That's not good. I only have 70...
Spiders! Spiders! Spiders for days!
And they can just go up to the roof and dive bomb me, which is lovely stuff, isn't it? Are these the dudes I'm gonna get fluoride off of? I suppose we will find out. He said in the Barren Temple, he didn't say from what. Okay. Yeah. But with Kaine providing range support, it turned out to be a non-issue. I could just, like, zigzag while she took care of it. Very nice.
I never thought that Kaine would be the one to provide support. She seems like the one that would just be like, fuck you, stay back, I'll handle this.
Hey, yes. Well, you know, stabbing and exploding, that's her kind of support, and I was grateful for it then. Let's see.
That sounds like an awesome sport.
Yes.
That is something, that is like BattleBots level sport. I want to watch that now.
There's a bat hovering here. I wonder if that's the key. Magic spewing bat! It rammed me into the quicksand. That's not even cool. You better not fall in an unreachable... Okay, good. Pardon the interruption, I'm glad... Oh, fuck you. Okay. Anyway, I also learned that you can order your allies to some extent. I can't do this currently because it's on the screen where Kaine's not with me, but that's a thing, and it's neat. I also notice I'm getting poisoned by these spiders with their little clouds and shit. That's not gonna be good. Anyway. The rest of the time I just zigzagged through the desert a bit and tried just not to think about the wolves on either side of me as I ran, because that's how you can paralyze yourself and stop moving. Bad time. Oh, they shoot little blasts as well. But I can just get better on the zig and zag. On the slalom while I do the dark blast on everything. That's very nice. Right? Okay. Alright, what was I doing? Oh,
you were reading off what we were doing.
Yeah. And also, I thankfully remembered to watch for dust clouds towards the end just to avoid the scorpions. I shudder to think what would have happened if I had brained over that.
Do you remember Man-Scorpion Tark from Dark Souls 2?
Man-Scorp... no, I didn't pay attention to Dark Souls 2 too much.
That's fair.
Yeah, a lot of people seemed pretty lukewarm about that.
I mean, it was alright.
Yeah, because Miyazaki went to go work on Bloodborne instead, was the story. Please tell me this is fluorite. No, NieR.
What souls?
Fluorite, we're done. Okay, good.
Hey!
Always so happy to get a quest that's not a total pain in the ass to grind forever on. Okay. What was I? Where was I? Right. But when I got into Facade, I noticed a trap right away, because you're not supposed to jump or move too excitingly with the fragile delivery, right? And Facade's whole setup just, like, tempts you to jump everywhere, because it's a pain in the butt. I was so thankful I caught that and remembered to check myself, like, no, just notice where the stairs are going, and walk. You've got time. And so, patiently leading myself to the client, I got a 3,000 gold reward. Very nice.
Hey, that'll be helpful in part 2 when you have to buy things other than Beastbane.
Yes. Excuse me a moment while I platform.
Also, it is a good idea to get. It is a good idea to raid the factory here. That way, you get upgrade materials. Because upgrading will be important in part 2.
I'm not in the factory right now. I'm in the Baron Temple.
Well, it's hard to see from my end.
Yes. Okay. I'm also... My document is...
to complete, you might be eaten by a group part 2.
No, I was actually gonna save that for the episode.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, sorry, my document is lagging a bit, running this many programs, so... Getting interrupted constantly. So, the same blacksmith that I delivered the fragile glassware to had another quest for me. I need you to get my idiot son back right now! You always...
Oh, is that the one with the hat?
Yeah. Well, no, that was a different one. And NieR was just like, you always start conversations like that.
Sons in this game. Thank God we only have an idiot daughter.
She's alright. She disobeyed me once and it just gave me more XP. So I can
disobeyed you once and she had magic cancer surfaced.
That was already a thing though. Anyway.
It got worse. That is like the worst way to say, disobey me and bad things will happen. See?
Can it really be worse if you were starting at 0? Oh, that made me sad. Okay.
Oh, Sam, how could you? How could you?
I did that to myself more than anything.
Sweet baby!
I just remembered I have to go to Seafront for this quest, so I forgot to prime the one at the entrance. We're running. Okay, no biggie. As I mentioned, you can zigzag through this desert, actually not too shabbily. Anyway, so the blacksmith immediately apologized and saying that he was just worried, you know. Said his son was trying to make a name for himself as a, quote, true man of the mask. Let me see if I can get this up and running. Wait, what the? Shit? Fuck? Piss? What? Why doesn't this... This is active, but I can't warp to it. Oh, that's just mean. Whatever.
Oh shit, are the sand things warp things now?
Oh yeah, that's what I mentioned. The advisor can activate the sandstone well for you.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, what was I saying? The kid went running towards a wolf den the minute we found him, which caused Weiss to expound, "It is my experience that youth is a synonym for stupidity." NieR was impressed that the kid wanted to protect his village, to which Kaine kind of snorted, until he pointed out that she was basically the guardian of her village. When she failed to retort in a timely fashion, Weiss was like, "Is your mouth too full of sand to form a crude reply?" To which she of course threatened his life, because, you know, tradition. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wouldn't get this one for a bit because NieR refused to go into the sandstorm. I would eventually get the Royal Compass, which would fix that problem, but it didn't happen for a bit. The Strange Things shop owner cheated on his wife, and realizing he'd been an idiot, asked for 10 wolf pelts to make things right. I think there's a shade here. Nope, just the wind being funny. It's good. What was I saying? Yeah, realizing he'd been an idiot, he asked for 10 wolf pelts as a gift to his beloved in apology. NieR was literally like, "I don't know why I'm helping you, but I guess family is important." This was particularly important because I can't browse the fool's wares until I get this quest done. I don't think I can even now, for whatever reason, but...
Doesn't matter, not Beastbane.
Yeah. NieR and Weiss expressed a doubt that a free gift would assuage the lady's feelings, to which Kaine responded, "Are you guys for real? When someone gives me a free gift, I'm as happy as a pig in shit." Vice then said, "This world would be a great deal simpler if there were nothing but Kaines living in it." She was like, "I'll pretend that's a compliment." While on this quest, I found that just tapping Dark Execution sends out a row of lances like that. Which is very much Lancer of Black from Fate Apocrypha, which I just love. Who incidentally is the namesake I mentioned earlier. Anyway. Let's see. And this insta-kills wolves if you're dead on the mark with it, because it just keeps lifting them up and stabbing them on the way.
Is that our baby, Dark Execution?
Yeah. So you can,
I just remember when I listened to back to the recording of the last episode, how happy both of us were to get Dark Execution again.
Yeah. I also realized I'm kind of blocking your view of the game capture. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can...
That's fine. I don't need to see.
Yes, you do. Look at this shit. It's amazing.
I'm sorry. I was watching videos of the alt ending for Automata, and how it made me cry.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying? I was stabbing things.
Nothing you need to know yet.
Yes. Okay.
Except Automata is NieR, but on steroids in every way.
I am looking forward to that.
Platinum.
Yes. I did hear you, I'm just being facetious.
I know.
Impale the sheep! I'm so fucking evil! Okay. Oh wait, this isn't the way to Seafront, I'm sorry. I'm just wasting time. Okay. So, this move is for a quick preemptive strike, and when I finally destabilized the ecosystem's wolf population enough, we found out that this is apparently a routine between the cheating scumbag and his missus. But I got 20,000 gold, so, like, whatever.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, don't kink shame.
When he's cheating? Yeah, I can kink shame.
What if that's her kink, too?
I don't think she actually said as much.
Well, of course not.
I suppose that is the sort of thing you wouldn't admit out loud, but, you know, until she actually says it, I think it's better just to assume that he's being a cheating asshole. Anyway. So, after those two quests, I derped and went to Seafront for a bit. And one thing I noticed, which we're gonna see in a sec, is that there are so many shades now. I got like 4 more magic words out of it, just going through that path so many times. And the guy who I thought was going to scam me actually found out that he couldn't sail because he gets violently seasick. But he was still such a good sport that he paid me 10,000 gold. Like, even
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like he didn't even make a profit, but he still gives me what I'm due. I feel bad for casting eyes at him now, actually. Okay,
I mean, it could be that he has the black scroll and he's like, I don't need this money anymore.
Maybe everyone's just got the magic cancer. Also, it doesn't look like it's shade time, so we won't be seeing that yet. But trust me, when it is, they're everywhere. I guess it's like setting the scene since we're going to the house in just a tick here. I delivered a letter from a dude in Seafront to the Eyrie and picked up an eagle egg for another quest, which was 2,000 gold. And while wandering, I heard some of the occupants actually expressing regret at how they had treated Kaine. Some even saying, like, if only we possessed half the courage Kaine has shown. And that's... I mean, it's like a little too late, but still. It's like, people can realize they were once stupid, they can change. It was heartening, in a way. Anyway, while delivering that letter, the occupant for whom the letter was intended was gone. However, as I was leaving the Eyrie, I got attacked by the same big shade that we run into in the field periodically, and from the beginning. And I was fucking through running. Fortunately, I found out that Dark Execution just rips through these guys. It's amazing. Okay, I think this is the dude I got delivered to. Hold on. Here's the ore you wanted. Oh, thank you. Now maybe my girl will let me hold her hand. Yeah, here's the money for the material and a little extra for your time. 30,000? Dude! Ugh! Huh? Hold on, this is way too much. That was my reaction! Are you kidding? That's what fluoride costs you on the open market. I only threw in a few coins for your trouble. It's really that expensive? Hey, I learned my lesson last time. From now on, it's nothing but the best for my girl. The human soul is an unfathomable thing indeed. To give some context on this, the girl only dates him when he buys her expensive stuff. He swears she's a class act. Vice is confused by human mating rituals, and NieR's like, you're getting played. But I have no context, and there have been so many plot twists just on the quests I've been, I'm gonna reserve judgment for now. Yeah, even to me. But that's done.
Do you think it possible that this man is being deceived by his lover?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Is it time to meet our new best friend?
You'd better not.
Hold on.
Why not?
Conversation.
Have you finally found someone you're unwilling to aid?
Relationships are complicated.
Just realizing the volume up for your sake.
There is nothing in the world that Grimoire Vice cannot understand.
Yeah.
I'm just working off of your commentary.
Okay. We still got a few quests I want to wrap up, but we're getting there. Okay. Anyway, so I found Dark Execution rips through the big-ass shades really nicely, so I don't have to run from them anymore. I can also take a few hits from them now, so that's good. And I found that it dropped a complex machine, which I have used to upgrade the Beast Bane. It is now even more beastly than before.
Beautiful. I'm
Yes.
so happy.
Okay. What do I want to do next? Probably something like this. Oh, I'm also just flipping the bird to the fishing quests. Let's just not. Okay. Yeah, let's head back to our main town for now. Okay. What was I doing? Unfortunately, the Big Shade was also carrying the same flower that the dude in question on that quest sells. So that kind of indicates that his lover was dead. But he refused to believe it, and he's still holding a candle out for her. And granted, we never found a body, but... I don't know. Anywho, 3,000 gold. Okay. We found the runaway sun at Seafront. Oh, it's shade time. So there are a couple at the entrance to Seafront there. But there is also dudes over here. And there's like supposed to be one of the big weapon-wielding dudes over here. Yeah, here he is. Yoink! And this is so much better than just charging it up at full because, as you can see, it insta-kills the mini ones, and then you're not making yourself an open target. Okay. Of course, it is weird to aim. You gotta, like, get it dead on. Now, witness the power of the upgraded Beast Bane! See? Ain't that the shit? Okay. Thanks, Kenny. Ooh. Let's just max ourselves out on that, yeah? In fact, let's just fuck this dude up to show that I wasn't bullshitting.
Oh, we're okay. Wait, have you gotten 1,000 HP boost yet?
I'm sorry, what?
You get the 1,000 HP boost yet?
Not 1,000. But I can take a hit now, as you...
Oh, man.
Yeah. And Dark Execution just rips through the health bar, as you can see there.
Yes. Yes.
It's beautiful shit. This is what I did to the dude in the Eerie.
Not sure how much HP you get for him, though.
And going in a circle like this, I also get whatever minions are dangling at his feet. Deflecting. Whatever. Obtain the word Bessie. Physical strength plus 6 on martial arts. Weapons magic level 2? What? I don't know what that means. Does it, like, make them go to level 2, or what? At any rate, why is Kaine dead?
She'll get better.
Apparently.
See?
I was worried for a second.
You can't keep a good Kaine down.
Apparently not. Okay, so I found the runaway sun at Seafront. His hat was kind of overhyped, just like a red wizard's thing. You could see Rincewind wearing that. He's a, quote, rebel who doesn't want to take over the family business, end quote. And he wanted me to help repay people who helped him out in Seafront before he would leave with some meat. This turned out to be a ruse so he could run away again when our backs were turned. And that just delighted me to no end, let me tell ya. Anyway, Vice was shocked at how ignorant a son could be of the despair he causes his parents. NieR was like, I love when you sound like a grumpy old man. Vice was like, I've existed since time immemorial. And then they were like, how old are you? I'm not really sure. Memory loss, you're old, lol, was essentially the joke. Anyway, the kid ran to Facade, which gave me an excuse to go back there. He would pull another gotcha and run again, and Vice had the best response. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and I shall smite you with unholy magic! But the ending of The Boy Who Cried Wolf occurred when he went, look, a pack of wolves! Maybe if I cut out your tongue it'll... Oh crap, it's a pack of wolves! After dispatching them, the kid finally lost his nerve and returned home. But then the ultimate punchline was when we returned, the whole family was gone. The kid wanted to escape from a life of crime and grifting. That was the punchline.
I mean, in this day and age, I'd be like, yes, how can I help? At least you never run out of a job.
Yeah, so we didn't get paid. And Vice said to chalk it up...
Why would you get paid by a criminal?
Yeah, Vice said to chalk it up as an expensive life lesson and move on. Anyway, I'm back in the house because I got a melon from Facade for Yona. She wanted a melon.
Have this melon. We've been doing work.
Yeah. I got your melon, Yona. Thanks, Dad. If there's anything else you want, just let me know. Well, since you offered, would you mind giving me a watermelon? Which is different from a melon, I guess? A watermelon. You got it. Okay, back to Facade. I'm sure I saw a few there. Okay.
It's weird how watermelons will grow out in the desert.
Yeah. There was this one quest called the Tangled Message, which involved passing word on from different Facade residents. It's like a weird game they play with outsiders. But that wasn't too big, because, you know, memorization, not typically hard when it comes to video games, at least. And, while on it, that's when I got the Royal Compass from one of the guards, because I mistook him for the dude I had to deliver the other message to. And the quest itself netted me 10,000 gold, so, you know, totes worth it. I'm going the wrong way. Hey, maybe I should stop talking and actually pay attention to what I'm doing on screen. Anyway, Royal Compass in hand, I finally found the wannabe soldier kid in the wolves' den, though for all the time I took, he should just be fucking dead, ripped to shreds, etc. And there were like a lot of wolves, but at that point I had gotten the Dark Execution trick down pat, so it got resolved pretty quick. His father ripped him a new one for thinking he could take on the entire den by himself, and that he should learn to trust others for help. But he was also proud that the kid tried to do the right thing. And so that was 10,000 gold. I also think there are more wolves out and about in the desert sandstorm now because I did that though, so yeah. That's great. There was a missing daughter quest as well. Like, what's with all the kid drama in this game? While I was searching, I hit the king's mansion, and that's when I talked to the advisor, and he opened up the sandstone wells for me, which was nice. Would have been nice if I had done that before Fragile Delivery, but oh well. And as mentioned, still had to manually prime them all, so it's like, thanks. Still making me do work to get my reward. Turns out, she and her dumbass boyfriend got into a fight. He shoved her, she hit her head, and he tried to cover up the accidental murder by hiding her body in one of the Sandspout wells. When we didn't find her, we returned to the mother to find that that the daughter was actually perfectly fine, which left the boyfriend dumbfounded. And she was like, "You're acting like I died or something." Whatever! 10,000 gold. Which was that made me laugh, because it's like, oh, it's so dark and grimdark and edgy. And she's like, whatever, I'm alive! I don't know. I also found that you can actually fish in some of the desert sand pools out here, towards the edges of the map. Which is weird to me, but whatever. Whatever! Okay. I got the brew for Popola's special drink that will allow her to sing in public. That was 5 lizard tails and 5 mouse tails, which first of all, ick.
It's a weird fucking drink.
Yeah, but second of all, I knew those were good for something! So, I saved it for this episode. I'm gonna do that in just a sec. NieR also revealed that Popola almost destroyed her shop when she got too drunk, so she's maybe an angry drunk. And, as you reported, Devola gets a bit friendly. Anyway. Let me find the shop here. Gotta get a watermelon. I wish I had a watermelon. Wish I had a watermelon.
I don't.
Watermelon's the shit, man. You're also supposed... I don't know, so there's a thing where you rub a bald person's head while you say that. I don't get it either, but... Wait.
Why? Why would you do that?
Just making sure this is the fruit itself and not the seeds. As you can see, my money is just unfucking loaded. Whatever I want, it's mine from now on. Okay. Yeah, because I accidentally bought a seed at one of the shops thinking, okay, Yona, I guess I'll do the planting minigame after all. But thankfully you don't need to. Okay. And I think that's the end of my report. So from here on out, I'm just like gonna dust up the last few quests, last few side missions before we get back into the main story proper. So you can understand why I wanted to leave all that off screen because, you know, it's just busy work. You can get into it when you're the one playing, but when you're watching, it's just like, you want to keep things moving. I'm only keeping the few quests left that I have to do on screen because I thought they were going to be fun. Oh, there's also one quest for closure that I need to hit when I get back into the tavern. I think that might be the conclusion of the Lighthouse Lady's tale. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's the way this game tends to go with such things. Silzian. Come back here, I need you for alcohol drinks.
This sounds like the most disgusting drink of all time.
For real. Why would you put that in your mouth? Need to toke.
Sam.
What?
Just phrasing.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Yona quick, get her a watermelon, and then I'm gonna go to the tavern and see what it sounds like when Popola and Devola start singing.
Oh, their song's great, actually.
Yay!
Yo.
I got your watermelon. Thanks, Dad. Anything else you need?
A hammer.
I need a pumpkin. A pumpkin? Sure, why not? Well, I'm not going back to Facade just yet. Because I'm in town and I want to see what the sun's like.
Your Yona suddenly has some eccentric tastes.
She's always been that way. But if that's what she wants, then that's what I'll get.
Because I am
She and her guardian must present some unique challenges.
I just need to see her smile, and it's all worth it.
Aww, my heart melt now. You are good, father. You'll get your bedridden daughter the things she like. I mean, you have to hack up a few shades along the way, but that's really more my choice. You could run. Okay, get drunk and sing for me.
Yo.
Please. Sorry, forgot the please. That's what was wrong with that sentence. Hey, Popola, the tavern's got your drink. Oh, that's great. Let me get Devola and then we'll head for the tavern. Oh, there's also a quest for Facade. I'm supposed to get a gift, but they can't tell me what it is, so that's gonna get annoying. Here we go.
It's time. Oh, I love this song.
I think I've heard this at some of the nicer moments.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Or more
Instrumentals
feelsy.
used a lot.
I don't know where that song comes from, but it's odd how it seems to evoke the past inside my mind. Kinda gets you right here, doesn't it? It sure does. Funny how she can't sing unless she has that crazy drink, huh? Some people get stage fright, whatever.
Oh, my.
So beautiful. Reminds me of back when I was a lot younger, it does. Prettier, too. Nah. Actually, you're on a repeat now, aren't you?
Probably.
Okay, sorry. That was nice. But I got shit to do. Well, that was fun. Hopefully it won't be so long until the next time. If you weren't a quest giver, I would let you go, but... Heavens, what a thrill! I'd no idea she had it in her. Me neither. So that didn't get me money, but that gave me some nice. And really, isn't that what it's all about? Wait, did I already accept closure? What? Then why isn't that... Whatever. Or maybe she marked it on her map and then I just forgot to accept it. That might have been. Okay, so we're gonna go there quick and finish that up. And then I'm gonna run back to Facade to get a pumpkin. I think they sell those there. After that, we're gonna finish the text adventures, and then there should be nothing preventing me from getting on the main quest. I think. But then you know me. I will get distracted at the drop of a hat. I've already killed you once, so I've got nothing to prove anymore. Pig, let's ride. I said... Oh, don't you pin me against the wall like that, you cheap little fucks. Damn it. Fine. You want to die so badly? I can arrange that. At least yours is an aesthetic death. Like something I might hang in my lawn. Okay, I'm gonna stop being creepy now.
Never stop being creepy.
Yeah, I suppose that's not up to me. At this point.
Always be creepy.
Yes. So, what Davula said was, the postman's got a quest for you. How mysterious. Or something like that. And it's marked closure, so you know.
Woman from the White House is next.
Yeah, we did say this game does tend to do that.
I found her in her bed with a smile on her face. So, I guess you didn't tell her, huh?
Oh no, I told the shit out of that lie. And you should not have even done that in the first place. I told her the truth, and I'm gonna tell you.
Thank you. I think you did right. Hard to believe she's gone. I always figured the old girl would outlive me. I hope our plan was right. I hope it made her happy in the end.
Well, she wasn't totally pissed at you, I guess, but... eh. Okay. Wow. So, Lighthouse Lady, you did not have any impact on the main story at all. You were just a big old distraction.
You know where we must go for the story.
It's only as complicated as you choose to make it. Was the old woman
We must
happy?
meet son-in-law.
Happy? Who can say? One can never know for true. You simply make your best attempt and move on.
Yeah. Happiness is relative. I'm just tempted to see if there's like a little note she might have left or anything like that. And I kind of wish I could just jump off the lighthouse and save a lot of time.
To my love, I miss your dick.
You know that moment in Flowers for Algernon where like the guy tastes of advanced intelligence and then he has trouble going back?
Yep.
It's kind of like that, but with your dick. Like, I had a lot of trouble trying to settle for anyone else after that. And like,
Oh god.
you set the bar too high. I mean, I should almost hate you for that, but oh well. Okay, you're deleted. Okay, now that we're done being awful, for now, let's hit the grocery.
We're never done.
I said for
There's
now.
always more work to be done.
I could have gotten a melon here. That's good to know. But no pumpkin. That's facade.
Pumpkin.
It is weird that the desert place has like all the fresh veggies that I need.
Super weird.
Something's going on there. There's something we're not
Love
seeing.
rules. Vegetables love rules.
I suppose necessitating constant water and sunlight kind of counts as a rule. While I don't doubt they have plenty of the sun, I'm kind of wondering about the other one. Unless there's like an oasis under the city or just behind it that we're never privy to. I always love that I can run the boar right into the village. That just like, that makes me smile. God damn, I wish my pig had the stones to brave the desert with me. Oh well. Despite all the busywork and the grind-heavy gameplay, I do feel pretty intimately familiar with each location at this point. Kind of like, you know, that town you go to visit for those just specific needs, like how I might hit State College for that awesome Thai place, or in the movie, or something like that. But in this case, it's pumpkins. And you know what? You can make an argument for that, because pumpkin-flavored stuff is the best. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin cake. Okay,
That's so basic.
I'm gonna stop. I'm making myself hungry. And they got watermelons. I mean, a lot of places have watermelon seeds. You have, like, whole watermelons in the desert. How did you accomplish this? How are you the only dude to have whole watermelons? I don't understand. The answer, of course, is that the writers got lazy. But whatever.
When all else fails, blame Yoko Taro.
I mean, it makes sense from a design perspective to have the more valuable stuff in the more high-level place and all that sort of rot, but just from a geographical perspective, I don't get this. I'm legit hungry now. I shouldn't have started talking about food.
God damn it, Sam.
I am pretty basic, I guess. Oh well.
So basic.
At any rate, let's see if Yona's gonna kill us with her cooking again.
Yo.
I got your pumpkin, Yona. Thanks, Dad. I've been getting you lots of food lately, Yona. What are you planning? It's a secret. Just wait a little longer, okay? Yona? Ta-da! Here you go, Dad. I made it all by myself. Is this a cake? Let's see. Melon, watermelon, pumpkin. Oh, I would eat the shit out of that cake. Gimme. Yep, Popola taught me how to bake one. Was she in the room with you when you made this? That's
Are
what.
you sure? Are you sure that she taught you?
Yeah. This is the big secret, Dad. It's why I needed all that fruit. Well, thanks, Yona. This is really something. Come on, try it. Try it. Oh, I'm not all that hungry, so well, alright. Yeah, this is really good. Oh yay! You worked so hard for me, so I wanted to give you something back. Yes, this is great, Yona, thank you. Thanks, I made like 7 cakes, so there's tons of leftovers.
Well, there goes our teeth. Ripped stomach.
Fatherhood can be a trying experience. Yeah.
Hey, Weiss, can you help me eat? I do not have a stomach. Thank the pages.
Okay. So, let's just check the quest log here. That's everything I had. I'm gonna swing by the tavern quick just to see if anything opened up. And then we're gonna finish off the remaining death dreams. And then next episode we should be on the main quest again. I'm afraid despite my efforts to keep things running smoothly and keep things engaging, this episode may not be the most exciting thing ever. But we did get to kill a big thing, so hey. Yeah. But you know, if it's a necessary part of the experience, you gotta at least touch on it. Okay, we're good. So, let's go save those people from the death dream who I just kind of petered off and left to rot for a bit. Because I get scatterbrained very easily. Especially in sandbox games, where distractions are just everywhere. Where do you go for the death dream? I think I brained over that. Now it's gone. It's just gone, dude. Was it in the direction of the Brothers Armory? No, I think I remember now. It was the Northern Plains. It was the third branch.
You're
right.
asking me for directions, and I haven't played this game fully in years.
Yes. I'm also just saying it out loud because that primes my brain. Because I just just remembered because I did that. That's a video game tip, kids. Sometimes if you just start saying stuff, give the problem framing, then your brain, other parts of your brain will put 2 and 2 together.
Fair point.
Yeah. I say kids. There better not be kids watching this playthrough. I don't want to get yelled at by the armchair moral guardian parent.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah. Like, you know better. If you're gonna watch, at least do it in a place where you're not gonna get caught. And never ever repeat anything you hear us say. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Please don't. Please. Really don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that drift. Slide! Coming in with the power slide. What's the fucking lyrics? Peanut butter inside. My little brother actually played that at his wedding. I mean, obviously not during the important parts, but you know, for funsies when everyone was chilling out during the reception and such. Here we go. Okay, sorry I just wandered off. Who wants to get saved today, huh? We got you, and I think you are literally the only civilians around here. Am I wrong? Let me see. Okay. Text Adventure, the sequel. Soon as I take all your shit. And another victim. This work certainly is trying. Yep, let's rock. I'm surprised, Vice. You're a book. All this word stuff should be right up your alley. Yes, quite. Well, enough chatter. Let us be off. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and NieR had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey Vice, we keep walking, but those things don't get any closer. I don't get it, are they really that big? As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. Perhaps they are some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. Are we back near Facade? The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded. Suddenly, he dropped to his knees and slammed his hand against the black surface. "God damn it!" he said. "Is this some kind of joke? Well, I'm not laughing." The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. "A joke," he said. "No, no joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work." "Oh, come on, that's bullshit, and you know it." "Possibly, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear." NieR glanced at Weiss's grinning face, cursing silently to himself, and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. "We are definitely getting closer," said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. "Yes, this much is certain." Encouraged, NieR lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. "Water!" he cried. "It's water!" "Water?" asked Weiss. "Preposterous, I don't see any water." "It's right there, idiot! Can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off it!" Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded toward the site. That's a mirage. That's the literal definition of a mirage. Everyone think it's like a hallucination. No, it's like that watery thing that goes over the ground in the distance. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. You dumb fucking asshole. I also want to say, like, that idea that you're going towards a goal with no idea how far it is to that, that's kind of like the first test in Hunter x Hunter. The test of determination. That no matter how far it takes, I will achieve my goal, etc. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him, chuckling softly. "I believe this is known as a mirage," he said. "Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things." NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance. His eye was wide once more. "Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there!" "No, NieR, come on!" NieR sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. "I could have sworn it was right around here!" Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. Okay, if it's blue, that's a good sign. Because it's like a heat haze. That's what a mirage is in the end. It's... Okay. With a shout, he bended off in search of it. Oh, never mind. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. "You damn blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here!" I love the way that populated in. You can hear him just like putting the pauses in there. "Dude, are you alive?" Okay. NieR's face clouded. There isn't?
I am.
Okay, good.
Just remember last time I quiet while reading it too.
Okay. "There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much." Weiss paused for a moment, and then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. "However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of art." "By following mirages? What?" NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. "They're huge!" cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big." Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said NieR. "Where are the people? Where are the houses?" "Perhaps this land is intended exclusively for artistic use." The debate continued as they made their way through the city.
Oh my god, a land for artists? That sounds awesome.
It does, though. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautiful... Wait, is that a train?
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Huh. Someone just left a train there. Beautifully carved works with... Wait. Are they actually like in the ruins of a city right now? Are the tile blocks skyscrapers? I don't know. Beautiful... And panes of glass. Yeah, they're absolutely walking through a deserted city right now. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and amber. You mean yellow? Like a stoplight? Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles were staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. Yeah, that's what this is. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the NieR statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the statues. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Oh, it's this version, except there are 2 of them. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said NieR. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues turned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. Okay, Alpha says I am real. He doesn't point fingers at anyone else. Beta says Alpha's a fake and I'm the real one. Gamma says Beta's a fake, everyone knows I'm the only real one. Okay, let's see. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Weiss. NieR furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies.
I'm not sure.
Two of them have to be lying. That's what the bird said.
What if the bird's the liar?
Well, then we're screwed.
Well,
I think it's Alpha. Because... If Alpha's statement is true... Like, he didn't point fingers at anyone else. That's the big thing. Beta is like... Alpha's a fake. No, wait. Shit. I guess Gamma would be the liar because everyone knows. Well, I don't know that. I don't know. I wish it would let me go back to see them. I suppose I could just say I don't have a clue. But I feel like I'm gonna die.
that's probably not the right choice. Just saying.
Yeah. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm the real one. Alpha is fake. I'm the real one. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one. What does it mean if Beta is telling the truth? Alpha is a fake. I'm the real one. And I mean, it could be any of them. I don't get it.
Give it
Well,
a try.
if Gamma's...
See what happens.
Wait, if Gamma's telling the truth, then Beta's claim that Alpha is a fake is a lie. So that means that's a paradox. That means there would be two of them. So it can't be Gamma. If Beta's claim is true, Alpha is a fake, I'm real. Fuck it, let's go with Alpha. He's the only one who isn't, like, sounding like a dick. The real one is Alpha. The eyes of the statues shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until NieR and Weiss were forced to turn away. Well, that was a mistake. Yeah. We'd best act more carefully next time. This is the worst job ever. You know what? You know what occurred to me as the eerie light came up? I should save my game. What am I doing right now?
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. That could have ended horribly.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm just thankful that they didn't punish you too harshly for that one.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
The real one is Beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Weiss in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But, in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is a fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. I guess. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. "Congratulations, villager," said Weiss in a cheerful tone. "The time to awaken has arrived." "Thank you for saving me," cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. "Why did you have a dream like this?" asked Weiss. "Have you been to this city before?" The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. That's that ancestral memory at work, brah. Deja vu, muttered NieR. It's just like that damn mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Okay, that was terrible. I am positive I have seen that place before. Stop, I get enough foreboding crap from everyone else in my life. Don't you start too. Okay. Doesn't look like there are any rewards for this, but, you know, I feel better freeing people from this hellish nightmare thing.
Yeah.
This must be another person infected by the death dream. It would appear that way, yes. Gods, please don't tell me we have to go back in there. I'm no good at this mind game crap. I'd rather hit something in the face and be done with it.
I mean, fair.
Two kinds of players. Perhaps we should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission. Yeah. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked under a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that seems without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. An eternity slips by in the single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Hey, anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I asked, shaking hands, covering my face. How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Weiss. This is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together." The one known as NieR extends his massive hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
This is a different game.
Oh, right. "I never thought to hear the rain again," I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Grimoire Weiss. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. "There's so much of it." "Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know that you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place." Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. What? Oh, At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds, resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter I cannot be certain, then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the deep, dim corridors and proceed east or south. Is my choice here. Why so grimdark? Okay. East. Everyone knows you go right first.
Yeah.
I squint to...
it's salt lamp.
and proceed west or north. North. Oh no. I have to keep the map in my mind. East, north, east again. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table, upon which rest china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but the truth of the matter dawns on me. I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that sprung forth from their mouths. Let's not. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was their punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridors. proceed. West. North. Oh my god, I'm
no good at bases, man. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm no good at bases.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just like not gonna read these descriptions if they're all just gonna be corpses and sad. Okay, in the prime of life, oh shit! Thin breezy cloth, motif of flowers and birds. Encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt. I don't know. Okay, you touch it, or no, you extend to touch it, and then you see something behind this picture is pointing at me. Okay. Is it another prisoner, a fellow inmate? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is long dead. God damn it! South. Fuck's sake! I'm gonna get mad. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard, shouts NieR. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short. Grandma Vice went and tattered. Sorry, too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Okay, it killed me. Lovely! Okay, so I'm just supposed to magically fucking know the answer from the get-go so I don't drown. Okay, you're asking me to go to game FAQs then.
Head north and east whenever possible.
North and east. Okay. North. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. I was literally right there. Fuck everything.
Yeah, if you take too long, it'll throw you.
No, like the first path I got, I just proceed north from there and I hit it. That was fucked. That was fucked, yo. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are all still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can still see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would have surely died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asks Vice. Then you are Your dress? Asks Vice. Then you are a woman, madame. Yes, I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as NieR is disappointed that the torn dress will give no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing away the smoke for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades. What? You have anything to say about that? Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time. I hear you. I can't even talk to these people once I free them. What's the fucking point of anything right now?
Talk to the mayor again.
I actually need to free this guy again. Because my save point was just before that. Sorry. And in this timeline, I got it on the first try. So if there's any extra for that... Now the villagers can wake up, right? Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime, thank you very much. Yeah, I hear you. Well, let's go see the mayor.
I think you should be getting a prize.
Sup? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you. Obtain the one-handed sword, Faith. Holy crap, I can really have this? Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you again for everything. Simply cannot bear another one of these infernal conversations. Let's save it for another time. What?
Let us see Faith.
Okay, yeah. Smell. Faith. Also, what are the stats? Significantly inferior to Beastbane level 2, but oh well. Let's check it out.
Let's see what the moveset is.
It's a katana. All the movesets are...
Steel.
You know, it is really fast, though. I do like that. Good question.
If we upgraded, it could be really good.
Well, I'll certainly not sell it or anything like that, but I think for now, just keep the Beastbane on hand. I can't deny the ability to, like, two-shot things. One-shot or two-shot, depending on whatever's in front of me. Okay.
Unless it's a boss.
Yeah. Devola's got no jobs, and I think I done cleared my to-do list of pretty much everything of value. Because again, fuck the fishing quests. This one I may just like round striped food objects. I don't even know. I don't think I'm even going to give that one the time of day. That's stupid. So yeah. These quests. I think I'm definitely getting where some of the fuck Kavia vibe comes from. Oh, you know what I should do? I should get some fucking antidote. That's what I should do. I got two now.
As many as you can. You're not lacking any fun.
You're absolutely right. I'm rich. Limits are for other people. It seems I can only carry 10 like the medicinal herbs, so hey.
Yeah, that's the max for items, I believe.
Health salve out the wazoo? That will really cost me though, they're 1,000 a piece. Maybe like 5? Actually, you know what, I'm rich. Let's just go.
You're rich, biatch.
It's nice to have money.
You can buy like 6 Beastbanes.
Might just buy up all the maps at this rate.
Might as well. You're gonna need them in the second part.
And it seems like we've pretty much uncovered the map. We just need like a path to open up. Or like if there's something behind the manor. So is part 2 gonna like take us to a different zone entirely, or is it going to... I don't know. Okay. So next time
we're gonna meet our daughter's boyfriend.
Who is Emil, as you said. Baby Jack Skellington or whatnot. And everyone's favorite character. I think we've actually said that once or twice before.
Oh, that was on screen?
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.
Bye.
What the shit was with that Grimdark saga?